Today, the committee meets to talk about tax policy that helps children and families climb the economic ladder to economic security. There are a lot of policy issues here. In my view, it comes down to one basic proposition. Congress has a proven strategy for lifting millions of American kids out of poverty and ensuring their families have a stronger opportunity to get ahead. So the question really becomes, are you willing to act on it? And in my view, that ought to be an easy call. The reality is, helping more Americans get ahead and encouraging people to work are not mutually exclusive. These are priorities that go hand in hand, and we're going to hear that today. Now, a little bit of recent history. In 2021, as part of the American Rescue Plan, Democrats in Congress passed landmark expansions of significant sources of financial help for low-income families. The child tax credit got the biggest expansion. Previously, it was worth $2,000 per child each year, and lower-income families who needed more help actually got less than higher-income families. After the expansion, the child tax credit gave families $3,600 for each child up to age 5 and $3,000 up to age 17. For the first time, Democrats made it fully refundable. And what that means, that's not Washington word salad. It means the lowest income taxpayers get the full value of the credit. No more discriminating against the most vulnerable people. Democrats also modernized the system to pay out much of the credit in monthly installments rather than all at once during the tax filing season. That gave families a more reliable boost to their monthly take-home pay. The American Rescue Plan also expanded the Earned Income Tax Credit to encourage even more people to work. It boosted the tax credit for child and dependent care. Let's talk for a second about the effect of the expansion. According to researchers at Columbia University, expanding the child tax credit lifted 3.7 million American kids out of poverty. Child hunger fell by nearly a quarter. Other research shows that when families escape poverty, kids are healthier, they do better in school, their earnings are higher as adults. A couple of stories from Oregon. A single mother in Myrtle Creek wrote that she was finally able to save up enough to move her 3 kids out of a rundown apartment into a better home. A single mom in Portland wrote that she was relieved to be able to cover the bills and actually would be in a position to have a little bit of a nice Christmas with the kids. Another mom in Eugene who lives with extended family wrote that she was finally able to save up for a place where she and her son could live on their own. Millions of Americans had stories like this. The fact is, for the first time in a long time, they felt some real financial relief. Unfortunately, these landmark enhancements to the tax code expired at the end of 2021. The Congress hasn't been able to agree on it. In fact, a couple of times, I just went to the floor of the United States Senate and asked unanimous consent to extend it as we go forward with longer-term kind of efforts. We weren't able to get that done, and we are just going to continue to push to keep kids out of poverty and help families get ahead. Today, I especially want to thank my colleagues, Senator Brown and Senator Bennett. They have been real champs, along with Senator Casey, who's also a member of this committee, of tax policy supporting kids and families. Today, they're introducing the Working Families Tax Relief Act, and I'm pleased to be one of your co-sponsors. It would make the 2021 expansions of the child tax credit and the Earned Income Tax Credit permanent. Today, there are 19 million kids whose families don't get the full child tax credit, and they are disproportionately Black and Latino families. Under the Brown-Bennett proposal, those families would no longer get shortchanged. So their legislation, and I see Senator Casey has arrived, who's also been a great champ of kids. These 3 senators are offering ideas consistently that are pro-family and pro-opportunity. And I very much appreciate that, and I think it ought to be of interest to a lot of senators. Now, sometimes we hear from folks on the other side of the aisle that these kinds of initiatives discourage work. That claim just doesn't get reliable research backing it up. Hundreds of economists have looked into this issue in the last 4 years. The Federal Reserve recently did. The overwhelming majority of experts agree that the child tax credit expansion did not hurt employment in any meaningful way. In fact, in some cases, it actually helped more parents enter the labor force because it helped them pay for essentials like childcare and transportation that are absolutely key to being able to hold a job. July 2021, when the first payments under the expanded child tax credit went out, the unemployment rate was 5.4%. In December of that year, after 6 monthly payments had gone out, the unemployment rate was 3.9%. So it is pretty hard to see how you make a case that the child tax credit is keeping people out of the workforce. It certainly wasn't the case in 2021. And I think there's something of a double standard in the heart of what has been a Republican argument. If the tax system being less generous to low-income Americans encourages work and productivity, why doesn't the same logic apply to the wealthy? The reality is that all Americans want to work hard and provide for families. That's part of what makes our country and our economy dynamic. This Republican double standard that punishes low-income Americans and favors the folks at the top, the wealthy, in the long run, in my view, just limits opportunity, makes it harder for lots of people to get ahead. So I think this is an issue that ought to have bipartisan support for a change that gives everybody in America the chance to get ahead. Lots to discuss today. We look forward to our questions. Senator Crapo.